Welcome everybody to the Chess Lab. So, another day, another video. Today we keep going with the repertoire tracker. Yesterday I left on this game. Now, big shout out to Leo or Leo Zu, whatever that is. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Basically, I was having a problem on Chessable, which is, let's say there is a specific line that I want to find if it's in a certain course. So I click on this course here, let's say, I go on browse 3. Okay, I go on browse 3, and let's say that the line I'm looking for is d4, d5, c4, c6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, doesn't matter, transposes, e6, bishop g5, take, e4, b5, pushing here, 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 here. It's just a random line I'm thinking on top of my head. Queen takes f6, and now, okay, knight e4, queen e7, queen f3, knight a6, knight f6, here, long castle, here we go. Okay, and let's say that there is this line here, right? And let's say that I've played this. Now, as you can see, I have this position on the board and I want to find it in the course. And this guy said, but I didn't know how to do it. This guy said, if you press search course for position when on browse 3, which is this, then click on the course and it takes you to the variations with that position. So I'm going here. Right? And with that position, there's only these two courses in all of Chessable, which is the same course. This is the German version. Now, I don't understand why. I knew that you could do this, but I couldn't believe that by clicking on these two courses, you will be redirected to the specific line. But that's what happens. I click on my course that I own, and here it is. Botvinnik main line is this line here, right? And then you click on it, and it happens, and then you go see in chapter, and here it is this line here. And you find it in the course specifically. This is amazing. Now, I knew where this line specifically was, but it was just an example to show it to you. This is so good. So again, shout out to Leo or Leo. Thanks, man. And yeah, guys, check out the comments because it's not the first time that people give valuable insights in the comments. So thank you very much about that. Okay, now, knight f3, d5, this was yesterday's last game. I didn't check. My opponent played f6. This is probably completely out of mind, like browse 3, let's go here, but this is definitely not here. I wanna check out something though. Yeah, my opponent is the first one to go out, so I'm gonna copy. Actually, let me do it properly. This, and this is also correct. So great. Let's keep going. I'm eating obviously while I'm making this video because that's what you do. So let's keep going. Oh yeah, I wanted to check something, but who cares? So knight f3. we get another opportunity to test our repertoire. It's nice to have a full opening repertoire against everything, because every game is in your repertoire. Oh. E4, C6. So this can also originate from E4, C6, D4, D5, takes, exchange variation, and then knight F3. So we are in the exchange variation knight F3 line. I'm pretty sure that after knight F3, D5 is correct. And if they take, that's all I can do. So we are in the exchange knight F3 line. Now the question is, what do I do? Do I play bishop to G4 immediately? Or do I first play knight C6? Or do I first play knight F6? I don't really know. I'm just gonna go with knight F6 and see what happens. Keeping myself flexible. I'm just developing my knights, developing the bishop. I'm ready to play E6 to have the typical structure with everything safe. I can even take, but let's just keep some tension here. Let's try to organize a minority attack. Again, the part, let's reinforce the E6 point, you never know. The part of the game that I care about is already over. Let's keep the tension. If he plays G4, he's just compromising himself. So now I'm just playing random moves, basically. Almost random moves. To simply, probably knight here, to simply, be over with this game, and then check out if the repertoire I played is correct. There is also this one here. I only saw this one, but there's also this one. Oh, there isn't. There is my knight. Also, I'm fine. Yeah, I should comment. Perhaps this is a YouTube video after all, but again, the goal is done. The goal is done. I just want to get games going. That's pretty much it. And finish my pasta here. I'm eating pasta with tomato sauce and pancetta. Now there is this one here. Oh, that's why I moved. And then I guess I'm just gonna take. I never know what to play here. I would love to defend this to push here, so okay, let me play here. Eating here, I have to defend. I'm up a pawn, but you don't really feel it. This rook is so well placed. It's gonna be almost impossible to... Okay, this is a big weakening though. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this. And now I can challenge this rook. I think this was a mistake by my opponent, perhaps, but maybe not. Because how do you win now as white? It's not so obvious. And now this is coming. Okay, he wants to go here, but I take. So. Maybe there is a good move, but now I also have ideas like this. He can check me, obviously, but... Check. 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 Here, 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 here. I'm not in time, but I'm in time to play this. My pawn is also moving. My pawn's moving. My pawn's moving. This is pretty bad now. And now I win. GG. GG. Hey! Okay, he resigns. Nice! Very nice, GG. I almost lost on time because of clicking erroneously on the nickname. Which would be added to the a billion ways that you can lose at chess that you didn't know about. Decent. Let's focus on the opening though. Yeah, so I played this knight f6 thing. Chessable is so goated. It's so good. So good. I know we went here for trash position, but in this position here, the move is knight c6. So okay, this is a miss. I should have played knight c6. So against the exchange, knight f3, knight c6 here. Very important. Okay. I mean, I remember correctly that you have to develop a knight before the bishop, at least one knight, but... Okay, so we go on share here, here. This is a miss. Alright, so let's keep going. Let's play again. While I'm eating. I'm so hungry today. F3. D5, G3. Knight F6, Bishop G2. Okay, you know this is the trigger move. And we are already out of theory, I think, because knight c6 with knight f6 is never a thing. So yeah, here I can just castle. This is already slightly more common, but after I go here, do I win a pawn perhaps? They take, I take, this is hit, so they have to go here. I don't win a pawn. Then I play this, they can just take it. But I can also go here. And if they take, I take. They defend, I play c4. Is interesting. And again, is outside of the scope. So I just go for it. They may not even take. They may just give me the queen. Thank you, appreciate it. That was not expected. Sometimes you calculate for no freaking reason, but here we are. That's just crazy. Absolute crazy shenanigans here. Let's opening up the position. Let's trade some more pieces. Also, let's prepare e4. These only happen below 2000 in Lichess, you know. This is the beauty of playing lower rated games. You can focus on the opening without really caring about the chess, because chess, what's that? Let's just blast it open. Let's just blast it open. Winning another piece. The one piece is real. Frightening to just, yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. But it happens, mistakes happens, guys, okay? Mistakes happens. I think we're already out. I think this is already out. But my opponent went out, so I'm good. Let's just go and browse tree directly. Yeah, it's completely out. No transpositions, no nothing. Yeah. And if we instead we start from knight c6, of course there is d4, bishop f5 perhaps, bishop g2, e6, castle, knight f6. Wait, this transposes? Does this transpose or not? No, because they play queen d7. Yeah, they play queen d7. So if they played e6 here, this would actually transpose. That's crazy. And here c4 would be the move. And this is a moment where I'm like, I want to see where this line is. So search course for position. And yeah, the problem is it shows every course that has the position in. You have to click on the one you own. That's interesting. Now I want to go here, b5 side line, knight c6, which is the first one, a scene chapter. And here it is. Look at how beautiful this is. It's the first line of the chapter, d5 sidelines. This is crazy. Bro, again, Leo, whoever, thanks so much. But okay. Copy, paste. I did it. Always this annoying attempt by Lichess. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. What the fuck? Let's do this. Direct. Okay. We have some more. We have some more space now. 9 games, 4 correct, 5 not. So I have a basically 50% accuracy when it comes to remembering my openings, and it's just 9 data points. So it's not much. We need so much more. We need at least 100 to determine my ability to follow a simple repertoire. And if you want to try to do the same at home, I would highly suggest it. Okay, so I'm 100% sure basically that this is in the course, because I remember that on knight to g3, g6 to kind of restrict this knight is theoretically the best thing to do, but after knight f3 I don't remember what to do. So I'm just gonna play what I think should be played, and we'll figure it out. Some pressure here, but I don't care. Okay, I can already try to target this bishop. If they want to long castle, I'm thinking that this bishop here helps me into hitting them and targeting them. So I'm gonna keep myself very discreet. Just gonna play rook. If I play rook e8 though, there may be some attacks on my weakened pawn, but I can always play these to parry them. So let's play rook e8. You know, on bishop here I just want to go here, but they do this, so let me attack this guy. That was my goal. This is literally a free tempo for my attack. One of the most useful advice I've heard once, I don't know from who, unfortunately, I really don't know, is that if there are opposite side castling, there's going to be pawn attacks, obviously, that's not the thing, but if you have pieces in front of your king in opposite side castling with pawn storms, you're actually risk to do worst. Depends, of course, how your pieces are positioned, but like this bishop here is giving me free tempi. Here I'm threatening to just trap the bishop. I could go here, obviously, but they can give it up. Instead, I want to do this, which kind of solidifies my position very well. These two pawns are kind of difficult to break. And it looks a little bit awkward, but it's based on concrete reasons. Concrete reason being I just want to trap the bishop. And of course, there are many moves they can play to avoid their bishop being trapped. But again, I got many free moves, and they have to compromise their structure even more. Exactly. So that's not really bad. So now, for example, I go here, they have to go back. But now my knight suddenly gets some very juicy squares. And then a3 may come. Okay, they stop that. But if I go here and they take, doesn't this help me tremendously? And a3 is so much stronger. I'm gonna go for it. Look at this. But now here we go. Now I go here. This is a multi-purpose move. I kind of want to take here. Yeah, so what happens if I take here? They're going to take me with check. Okay, complications that are a little bit too much to handle for me. How do I take back? Let's take towards the center. It may be risky because this opened this up, but who knows? So here many things must be calculated. Taking here, and then going here. What do they plan to do exactly? To avoid catastrophe. I'm sure there are tactics because I really feel my position is too loose. But if they don't find a way to solve the situation, I'm just going to win a piece. I may be losing this game, obviously. I'm taking one piece though. And this guy's hanging. Okay, they go back like that. Entrance is here. There's this one enter here, but it's not the end of the world, it seems. Let's just go. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. I would love to sacrifice. Wait, I can just simply go here and trade queens now, because I'm up a piece. Keep it simple, dude. Keep it simple. You're not here to win games. You're just here to do these opening things, repertoire thing. Let's go. However, now I can actually start to open up the center in my favor, but then he goes here. Okay, let's just trade queens. It also kind of comes with tempo, but yeah, king g2 I have to move, but I don't know. Some interesting forks, but I think he missed this. He definitely missed this. He may resign now. Yeah. Wow. I saw it. Okay. I was so focused on other things. That was nice board awareness. I wasn't looking at the fact that the queen could go back at all. And I was thinking about speed eating. I wasn't even focusing on the game. That's crazy. But good for me. Okay, that was actually a nice game. What's the accuracy? It's funny because when I think I play a bad game, accuracy is 95, and when I think I play a good game, accuracy is shit. So, okay. So let's see. Let's go on the Caro-Kann simplified. Okay, so this is the classical variation. This is the classical variation, right? I'm gonna play the proper move order. Yeah, this is not the classical variation. What am I doing? I'm thinking about 5 things at the same time. I have another tab open with non-chess related things, and I'm getting confused. G6 and here knight f3 and here bishop g7 and here bishop c4 and here c5. And see, this is the moment where these things comes in end. Search course for position. Boom. This is so OP. Dude, Leo, whatever your name is, dude. That was OP, so useful. So useful. Hopefully everyone can benefit from it. So useful, man. Unbelievable. So useful. This is crazy. So I know exactly where I am. Instead of searching for hours, look at this classical variation. Penultimum line. This is so goated. This is the greatest thing ever. And of course, if I'm interested in sub-variations, I first identify the main line of the line that I'm looking at, which is this specific line here. And then if I'm interested in other things, like let's say here I'm interested in bishop d3, well, now I can find it easy because it's the one above or the one below. Yeah, it's the one above. You know, this is so OP. It's not just about finding one specific line. And so bishop c4, this is the most dangerous move, but as long as you remember the key idea to play c5 right after bishop g7, black can be pretty optimistic about the future. Look at that, that's crazy. And even c3 or h3, as you can see, there are many... Okay, one downside of the Caro-Kann simplified, but it's actually an upside, don't tell anyone, is the fact that there are so many clickables, meaning lines that you don't train, but you can see them. They're analyzed by the author, you know. So if my opponent played c3, if I go on the browse tree, it doesn't appear. However, it's here. But okay, you just go on the chapter with a very similar line and you look around. So OP. So bishop c4, c5. Other moves are simply slightly worse. Okay. So this was a very, and this is minus 0.1 with c5, well, equal with c5, everything else is slightly better for white. Of course, we're talking about centipawns, but hey, this is the way that the author decided to set up the course, and we are basing, I'm basing my repertoire on this, so it's fine, I'm gonna follow it. So this is kind of perhaps the first time that is a fail here, because this is a fail, but it's very advanced. We are already on move 7. It's not a main line, this was a fail. It's not a main line, because most people, statistically speaking, here they trade. So going back is a sideline technically, and it's 0. And G6 is a nice... The Lars Handorf, or whatever the name is, my apologies for butchering it, is H5. But it leads to, according to... I think it's here. Yeah. Other playable options are H5, best according to the computer, but leading to very strange lines. Here it is. So he mentions it, H5. And I agree, when I was looking the other course, one of the lines that I mainly didn't like was exactly this one here with H5. And okay, the computer can say it's best, but especially if you follow through the lines, they're weird. Instead, G6 is very humanly speaking understandable. Like, you restrict the knight, you're ready to develop your bishop, to target the center. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, easy. Also, in this position here, is not clear where this bishop is gonna go, because even bishop G4 after knight F3, H3 you can't go back because they just take. The knight is already perfectly positioned to prevent this bishop G4, bishop H5 maneuver, and bishop F5 is impossible. And even if it was possible, you just take it. So this knight is very good against this bishop, and so you may not want to develop it at least soon, and so to not play H6 makes sense. So G6 just plays perfectly, in my opinion, both concretely against the knight, but also strategically when it comes to the bishop, against this knight G3 line. So I really, really, really like G6 to have it in my repertoire. And if you look at the engine, even though it's not crazy high depth, I mean, he's equal. 0, yeah, I'm sure if you make it run further, it's 0. But okay, knight F3, bishop G7, bishop C4, and here it's important to know this move C5, which is clearly the main move. So yeah, this is a fail, but it's a very advanced one. I'm happy that we're getting to those more advanced fails. And let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Knight F3, we get Reti perhaps. Okay, C5, yeah, here it is. So C5 is a problem for me because I never know what to play. Maybe G3. And if they go G6, now E4, because this is now an inferior version, somehow. And let's try. But they play E6. Perhaps they want to go D5, in that case I'll let them do it. Knight F6, they may want to play D5. Okay, so we transpose back to something more known. Here the move, if I'm not mistaken, is C4. Knight C6, we are in full main line territory. Here B3 is the move. Or maybe I had to take? Oh shoot, maybe now there is this which is good. I think I had to take, or no. What if I go here, they go here, here, here? I think I have to take. I think I misplayed it. I definitely misplayed it. Yeah, I definitely misplayed it. But funnily enough, we may transpose back. Okay. Oh, that's just crazy. Is this a move? And if they take, I'll just face it. I'll just face it. That may be the case. I don't know. Knight here, takes, here, 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 here. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Let's go for it. Doesn't matter. Let's go for it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Weird move. Not sure how to react to it. I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move h3 next. I shouldn't focus too much on the chess. You are just here for the opening. We are just here for the opening. They go all the way back. I'm just gonna develop my pieces. Kind of harmoniously. Now I'm gonna try to exploit the dark squares. Kind of harmoniously. Fascinating. Now I'm gonna restrict the queen and ready to jump with my knight in. Why not? I could have just jumped with the knight in. Now there is knight here. Very good move. Oh, I completely blundered this. What am I doing? What am I doing? Now there is no move here anymore. What is my opponent doing? What are we doing? There is an attack here, but it's not too concerning. When I say it's not too concerning, it is very concerning. Let's just pretend it's not. There is knight here, which is a real move. Because after this they take with check, my queen is lost. But they go crazy. So let's protect the queen, let's overprotect the queen. So knight here. What is this? Okay, I kind of see the point. But also I don't. What's going on? What's going on? And now I'm just trying to trade. The knight's undefended, I have to register that. So let's just defend the knight. This is... So be it, we lose an exchange. Not even sure they want to take it. Not even sure they want to take it. Rook c6 is incoming, if not. Rook c6 incoming. Now they gave me a very good opportunity to sacrifice the exchange, but there is this pawn which is annoying if I lose it. No, it's not annoying at all. I mean, it is annoying, but let's say it's not. Let's just do this. I mean, I'm just trying to not get checkmated with like 3 seconds on the clock. So it's probably not good for me. But luckily I'm not here for the chess. That's what I tell myself. Not sure how smart this was. But maybe it was. I don't know. A fork. A fork in the road. That's a fork in the road. I mean, that's kind of bad for them now. That's really kind of bad for them. Really, really kind of bad. And they missed that too. Time travel is crazy. Okay, so I won this as well, somehow. I'm playing very low-rated opponent, guys. And as I'm not focusing playing Blitz, who focus playing Blitz? Who focuses playing Blitz? I don't know. I finished my pasta. This is the greatest achievement of all time. I played the worst game ever, but that's fine. Let's go. Yeah, so this is another case of very advanced theory incongruence, I think. The knight f3. How did the game go? The game went really well, really weird. Yeah, we are out. That's fine. And here I played c4. And here he played knight c6. And yeah, here I have to take. Yeah, here I have to take because the way I played it with b3 allows for d4 and after e3, e5. And they get the dream structure. You must avoid it at all cost. So I should have taken and then play d4 to give the isolated pawn. Yeah, so this is a fail. So as you can see, the more advanced we go, the more fail I make. Because the lines has to be more throughout. How much I've been recording for? 43 minutes. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's never stop. Caro-Kann. Okay, so this is the pseudo-Panov. This is the pseudo-Panov. Okay, what do I do here? I think knight c6 is fine. And I think this is the move that he suggests. I think. Not super sure though. I'm not super sure at all. Okay, so here there are some crazy lines to calculate. For instance, what happens if a knight a5? Bishop b5, bishop d6, queen takes. Seems not good. So knight here, bishop here. Knight back. And we repeat. What is this? What's going on? What's going on? This is perhaps a move I should know. Am I really sure that this is bad? Well, I just go back. What's the big deal? I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, the other alternative is here, but I can also go here. And same issues. But they want a tempo. I'll just go for it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not a crazy move. It makes some sense. And what are the alternatives? Most importantly, Queen b5. Did I consider Queen b5 as a move? I think I didn't. Or did I? I think I didn't. I think I just lost a piece. Yeah, I think I didn't consider it. Oh, that's so great. This is so great. Yeah, I just lost a piece. Yeah, I resigned the game. I resign. Yeah. Yeah, this is well known to be one of the trickiest line, unfortunately. So, well, the knife is not going to be great. This line is so annoying. There are a trillion lines here. Yeah, I just made a blunder. Yeah. Okay. Bishop c4, bishop e6. I think that the suggestion, maybe I'm insane and it's not even the suggestion. Maybe that's not even the suggestion. Can you imagine if that's not even the suggestion? But I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't consider the queen b5. It's annoying, you know, you play chess for 15 years or 10 years or whatever I've played, and you still blunder on move 8. But, okay. That's, you know. That's not the place for that type of thinking. So c4, d5, e takes, knight here. Knight c3, knight d5, knight f3, knight c6, these are all good. And here bishop c4. But I think that if I go on this line, he's gonna show me the alternatives in the clickables. I think. Yeah, bishop c4. He suggests knight b6. So on this move, knight b6 is the suggestion. Okay. So yeah, I'm tripping. That was not the suggestion. Okay. I thought that was the suggestion. It was not the suggestion. Perfect. Okay. So very simple fix. See, this is how well I know my repertoire, but that's why I'm doing this. And the goal is to do, like, let's say, X number of games, have a percentage. You can do it with any number, really, but let's say, I don't know, 25. I think that's kind of manageable. I can even do it with 100, but I have to be faster, because it takes a lot to do 100. It takes, like, 2 weeks. That's too much. So probably 25. Which would be this. So I'm going to do 25, and I'm going to have a percentage based on 25. And then I'm going to do another chunk of 25 games, and I'm going to try to do better. And perhaps between one chunk and another chunk, I let some time pass, and I really focus on studying the repertoire to see if I do better. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's keep going then. Did I put it that is wrong? Is this the... Yeah, perfect. Is this? Yeah. So okay, let's keep going. And the goal is to improve chunk by chunk, time at a time. G3. 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 I don't know what Nate Solon recommends, but I'm just taking the center here. I'm just taking everything. Just developing my pieces without too much trouble. And yeah, I have no idea what to do, but developing pieces seems to be always kind of what I want to do. Okay. Pam 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 pam. Hitting this pawn here. Let's just go weird ballistic. Counting on the fact that this doesn't work because of this intermediate move, and on this I have this which hits the bishop 2 times. I don't know how reasonable those moves are, but these are the moves we got. These are the moves we got. I'm just going to defend and kind of blunt this bishop. I'm just going to do this. That's an annoying move. So let's do this. That's a very annoying move. So let's do this. This is not looking good, guys. This is really not looking good. This is really, really not looking good. Let's go full ballistic. Why not? But the opening is over, so it doesn't matter. I have to repeat this to myself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Na, 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 na. Wait a second. I go here. Takes. I'm losing pieces here. Oh, I'm losing material. Oh. I don't like to lose material. Yeah, I think I'm lost here. Completely lost. Maybe blunders. Who knows? There's always hope. There's always hope. You probably won't blunder, but that's not up to me to decide. I think he blundered. Unless he saw something that I'm not seeing. Which could be. It could very well be. It could very well be. There. So let's win pawns in unusual and fashionable ways. Because why winning pawns in normal ways when you can win pawns in unusual, fashionable ways? It's kind of silly. Don't you think? Don't you think that's kind of silly? Silly, 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 silly. Am I crazy for taking? Maybe. Maybe. I just want to go here and try to hold my king together. Perhaps even throwing in f4. I think the way he could win easily, completely winning here, was to just take here. But again, it doesn't matter much. It used to matter. Now this is, I think, a big threat. I think. So they are threatening this move. Let's just go here. And let's take here. Now I have access to the light square. Maybe that's not enough. It probably isn't. Now they're threatening checkmate. Oh, they're threatening checkmate. I'm just gonna settle for a draw. If I can get one. Can I get a draw? I don't think I can even get a draw. I threw it completely. Yeah, I can't even get a draw. I can't even get a draw. Yeah, I can't even get a draw. This is forced checkmate. I mean, it requires a talent to do what I'm doing, but... I'm so bad at the game of chess. Like, I'm really so bad at the game of chess, you don't understand. Like, to be as bad as me at the game of chess, you have to be talented at the game of chess. Just negatively. It's like... There are people that have talent at chess, and it's like plus talent, and I have talent too, which is just minus talent, you know? I have negative talent. Great. But we are here for the opening. You know, that's what you have to repeat yourself at night. So... I think we are here. And here. What's this move? G3? Yeah, G3. Hungarian opening, G3. G3 with C4. Oh, G3 with C4. Here we go. So G3, D5, Bishop G2, E5, C4. Here we go. White strikes in the center immediately, and here D4. We take the invitation to grab even more space. And we just play some tomfoolery. So here, taking was not good, pushing was. So okay, we know how this goes. Copy, paste it, another mistake. Okay, let's go again. I'm getting a little bit tired. I may play 2 games and that's it. I don't want to make mistake in the opening that I could have avoided. I just was tired, you know. That I would like to avoid. C4, B3. So far I think I'm good. Knight here, I don't know what this is. Maybe they're preparing this move. Okay, let me confront it. Okay, and here do I take? Or do I play knight here? Knight here, bishop here. Take, take, take. Take queen here. D4, for example. I can also play queen here. Queen here may be even better. I just play queen here. I could have also played d4, but now they may want to jump in, jump in. Now let's just stop knight here. Let's just prevent them to play what they want to play. As simple as that. Keep it simple. Take, take, take here, and it doesn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna take towards the center. Very simple. About to play d3, then develop my knight, e4, having some sort of a decent structure, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? It's time to play this move. Just to kick the knight back. Do I develop here or here? I think I want to develop here. Maybe these. Yeah, maybe these. But then he gets the central dark squares. I'm not a fan of that. Let's take some stake in the center. I realize I just blundered a pawn. Yeah, I just blundered a pawn. I'm not playing well at all, but okay. Playing so bad. Such bad levels of chess. Such bad levels of chess. I'm gonna go for the piece activity here. If he grabs the second pawn. If he doesn't, okay. He does. Piece activity. Is not even close to be enough to justify any of my moves. But why not? Piece activity. Let's go. Trying to apply some pressure. It's just nonsense, really. It's just nonsense, really. Now he defends. Let me try to reach this square to target here and here. There is... Now I prefer this. What? There is some activity. But, you know. Some activity. Not enough, unfortunately. Not enough. There is not enough activity until there is enough activity. That's what the media don't want you to know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just insane. I'm just insane at this point. Oh, no, this one, no. Okay, let's just go passive. I have to do it for the greater good. You don't understand the greater good. A knight here, bro. There, come on. But knight there are tactics even there. I still go here. Oh, I still go there. Here? Well, okay, a little bit desperate, but it makes sense. Here, check here. Okay. That's a good move. That's a very good move. Okay, let's just take. Let's accept. Let's accept the fate. Let's accept the fate. Gathering back some activity of the pieces. Just some. Gathering back some piece activity. I have to be careful what I do. I may easily lose this game. I was lucky that the queen could see it back. Very lucky. Now I think it's just a draw. But as soon as I speak, I may be losing. I may be losing. I don't know what to play. This is a bad move. It gives me some activity, but it's a bad move. I don't even know what I'm trying to achieve here. Survival points here. Trying to go for a perpetual, maybe. Maybe. They're a little bit exposed. They saw it. That was such a cheap trick. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Such a cheap trick. It worked once. I remember once I was in a slightly... Well, I don't know if it was worse, but it was a dubious position, to say the least. I had little time. And the action was on one side of the board, and there was their queen, which was on my king side. But the action all of a sudden was switching to the other side. So I just checked them or attacked something, and also their queen. But my queen was undefended, and so was their queen. And they were seeing each other, so they could have just captured my queen. They didn't see it, and I just took their queen and won the game. So sometimes things just happen. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be too good. Like, this is very good for white, but somehow d4 was wrong. I should have played this absolutely natural knight a2. Yeah, but I shouldn't focus on the chess. Knight f3, knight f6, g3. Knight e4 by them. I think this is a novelty by them. Not a novelty, but like not in the course, I mean. Novelty for the course, let's say. How did it go specifically? Like this, okay. And what do they do? Bishop g2, e6, castle, and they played bishop e7, c4, castle, bishop e7, c4, castle, b3, correct, and here they play knight e4. Yeah, knight e4 is completely new. It seems like I replied well. So okay, they played the new move, so great. And here I made one correct. So let's go to 15. Let's reach a total of 15 games. And I'm gonna call it a day because my brain is not functioning anymore. Functioning. c4, c6, b3, straight up like this, okay. And now e3. There are some transpositional opportunities, but I think now there are not. Now I don't think there are. Now I think that we're just somewhere. We're just in some game of chess, some sort of. They're threatening to trap my bishop. Now let's just get rid of it. And let's castle. I have a decent square here, but of course the knight's controlling it at the moment. But this is then weak, so let's go for it. What? Okay. Oh, I have to be careful. Okay, let's do this. I have to be very careful. Yeah. I'm already derailing. Already derailing. Da, na, 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 na. Yeah, I'm playing ridiculous moves here. Completely ridiculous moves. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm completely lost. I'm completely lost here. Just completely dead lost. Oh, shoot. Okay, I resign. Okay. Let's see. Nate Solon. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so tired. Yeah. Browse 3. They played b3 with no hesitation. So d4. They played b3 with no hesitation. No, c4. They start with c4. Okay. So c4, c6, b3. Doesn't it transpose to something? It transposes to nothing? Let me go to the b3. It's not a chapter, it's like where the line is. b3, 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 b3. There are 3 b3 lines. They never play c3. They never play c4. They never play c4. So c4, b3 is not. Chapters. Let's look at the English. Is there any b3 at some point? Not here. Not here, not here. Not here. I think this is kind of a hold because like c4 with b3 is not. It's probably bad. But having something against it wouldn't be too bad. Well, but this means, for the good or for the worst, that I didn't go out of theory myself, my opponent did with b3. Like, this position doesn't appear in the course. So, A. This is the result. Okay, so 15 games done. 15 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 games, I know my theory. 8 games, I don't know my theory. Interesting. More data is required. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your chess.